Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. I hope you're all doing fantastic as always. Just before we go too far into the stream, please let me know if the audio's okay. I really hope it is, because I've been fiddling around with loads of audio stuff recently. But welcome to another stream. This one will be a fun one today. Of course, we're doing a Manchester flyout event, which is a 24-hour event, which is super nice. It means that those in different time zones can, of course, audio's good. Oh, okay, great. The audio is absolutely awesome. Great, that's nice to hear. Why? Because I'm now using an XLR cable, so hopefully that makes things a bit better. Anyway, enough of that. Yeah, flyout event here at Manchester is going to be super fun. It's a 24-hour event, so you'll have plenty of time to join in and have some fun and, you know, make the most out of the event. But today, the route that we're flying is Manchester down to 𝗠𝗘𝗠𝗦𝗛𝗏 de Mallorca. It's a little quiet. The microphone's a bit quiet, or do you mean, please do give me, like, accurate feedback, Chris? That would be great. Like, music, is the music too quiet? Is the mic too quiet? Let me know. I can adjust these things as we go, of course. But, yeah, we're flying down to 𝗠𝗘𝗠𝗏 de Mallorca today. Should be fun. We're expecting a flight time of around 2 hours and 10 minutes. So it's a bit longer than the usual flights that we do. So hopefully in this case we can get out of Manchester as fast as we can, because I don't really want to be on the ground. And of course, when the streams are too long, sometimes music might be, yes, the mic, not sure if the music's a little loud. Let me turn down the music just a pinch here. How's that? Is that too quiet? Can you hear me? The music might have been a pinch too loud. Is that okay? Is that better? Let me carry on. Anyway, yeah, so expecting a 2-hour flight down to Mallorca today, which is a little bit longer than the usual stream, so hopefully we can get out of here as quick as we can. Hopefully, yeah, of course, being on the ground wouldn't be too ideal if we're here for too long, because the flight duration is relatively long anyway. So if we go for like a 3-hour stream, I'll probably start to run out of things to say. So hopefully we can make this a fast one. We typically usually only, of course, stick around the hour mark for these flights, but we're going, of course, much longer today. So let's make the most out of it. Please do come and join us today here on the expert server at Manchester. Again, if you've just tuned in, we're doing a 2-hour flight, so if you'd like to join in on the fun, spawn now, copy my flight plan, and let's have some fun flying down to Mallorca today. As you can see, we've now got a second camera as well, which is great because you'll be able to see my takeoffs and landings. For the most part, this camera won't be on the screen, but it will be here for the departure and arrival phase of streams from now on, which is nice. That's kind of cool. We now have a hand cam, if you'd like to call it that. You can see how I perfect my landings in infinite flight. Watch me do a really hard landing today in the 757. This plane's kind of difficult to fly, so maybe it'll be a bad landing. But anyway, that's some new setup hardware. Yes, yeah, there's been a little bit of a streaming change here on my end, which is great, which is really nice. And of course, it makes the streams a bit more entertaining when you can see a bit more. This has been a request for a very long time, having a hand cam. You can actually watch me play infinite flight now, right? Even though you could already on the screen that's just over there. I'm trying to point in different directions down there. It is kind of cool to see it from a different perspective. So with that being said, let's not stall for too long. Let's get the aircraft fired up. The weight and balance is already done. I'll double check that really quick. I've already listened to the ATIS, but we'll listen to it anyway, and then we'll make a really prompt, quick departure out of Manchester here today then, because we're expecting quite a bit of traffic. I can imagine it'll be relatively busy. So of course, if you are joining, do expect delays. But let's hop into the flight deck then, and then go to this menu here. APU's coming on. Awesome stuff. Battery is already on. Let's pretend that was the ground power, right? Of course, we'll be able to answer questions and all of that good stuff once we're in the air. For the most part, I would like to, focus on the departure side of things and get out of here nice and quick. It's nice to see Dan's hands. That's weird, but okay. Yes, you can now see my hands. Yeah. Okay. I guess whatever suits your fancy. Whilst the aircraft's firing up, let's have a look around us and just check to see how busy the airport is. There's quite a nice bit of traffic. We've got an escort, an F-18 Super Hornet above us here. Looks like we have an escort. Of course, escorts are more than welcome. If you'd like to escort me today, then feel free, be my guest. As long as you, of course, fly within limits. Like if you're flying through my aeroplane and doing things on purpose, then maybe that'll be a bit frustrating. But will there be a work in progress shot today? There won't be. Maybe there can be. I can ask the team later on in the stream. It's quite a long stream anyway, so maybe we can show the E175 or something like that. Something to do with a whip shot. I don't know. We'll see. Cruise down. We'll be cruising at 37,000 feet today. Nice and high. Of course, the 757 is a really lovely airplane as well, so I'm really excited to fly this one. It's been a while since I've flown this. There was a point where I actually mastered flying this plane, and since then I haven't flown it, so I probably will be really bad at the landing again, but we'll of course give it a go and see how things pan out. Let me check the weight and balance then real quick. 3 hours, that's fine. Yep, it's the same as it was. Let's quickly tune into the ATIS. There isn't an ATIS. There's only tower and Unicom. Let's just stand by for a few moments. There might be some issues here with ATC and maybe their connection on their end. We'll give it a moment. Jinko, welcome as a channel member. It's great to have you here. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Let's do some hellos, by the way. I haven't done that yet. Hello, eCoops, Infinite Flight 001, Ethan's Aviation, Matt's Aviation, Jinko, Lane's Aviation, Marcel, Mr. Snooker. What's up? Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you all back here. Is the ATIS back? There we go. Brilliant. Okay, let's tune into the ATIS and see what's being said there.
Status information Golf. Time 1152 Zulu. Wind 020 at 7. Visibility 21. Temperature 15. Dew point 10.
Gonzo, Geospotter, what's up? Information Golf.
No pattern
work allowed.
Departure and arrival procedures
Landing 5 right, departing 5 left. Event in progress, expect delays. Recommended departure procedures. And then information Golf. Okay, so let's go ahead and connect the tug and request pushback then to 5 left. Let's see here. Seatbelts, no smoking, that'll be good. And then anything else, no, we're all good to go. Let's see, attach tug into the ATC menu. It's gone again. I'm just going to wait just a second here. It looks like there's a few problems with ATC and their connection at the moment, which is absolutely fine. We'll just give it a minute and hopefully we can get pushback clearance. I'll most likely, I was going to push to the left. There's a 757 there now, so I'll probably push to the right because there's space there. What's going on in the chat then? Yeah, it seems to be turning on and off. Yeah, there might be a connection issue with ATC. There we go, they're back. Ground, request pushback with information. About to say bravo. Seeing Dan play Infinite Flight on his iPad with some skills right there. Yeah, see, the general impression is that I play Infinite Flight on a PC. I don't. I never have. It would be kind of cool, don't get me wrong, but I don't. I play Infinite Flight just like all of you do on an iPad, an iPhone, Android tablet, whatever. Will there be a giveaway? Okay, so I'm still troubleshooting with Nightbot at the moment. Hopefully we can do a giveaway later on in the stream, but I'll test it out and I'll let you know later on, so just stand by for that one. When are we getting a second A350 rework? I don't know. The A350 is a really nice plane. Ground's now offline, you've been tuned into Manchester Unicom. Okay, it looks like there's just some connection issues going on here. Wait for ground again. It's active, but it's not active. I wouldn't recommend pushing back without clearance at the moment because they're sort of on and off. Balakachini in the chat right now. What's up? Good to see you here. If you buy Infinite Flight Pro, will it auto renew after every month? Yes, unless you turn it off. You can do that, and of course your subscription settings. What's the destination? We'll be going to Mallorca today. There we go. Ground's active. Let's let's request again, real quick. Let's see here. I can imagine there's a lot of messages going over the frequency right now. Yeah, we're off to Palma de Mallorca today. Pretty nice place. Who here has been to Mallorca? I've been once. I would like to go again. Pretty nice place. Let's just patiently wait here.
Manchester ground. Papa Hotel Alpha November Sierra. Ready for pushback with information Golf.
Hopefully we can push back soon, because I don't really want to be on the ground forever. Otherwise the stream will be ridiculously long. There's so many people here though at the moment, which is awesome. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. This particular part of the airport in general is quite busy. There's a lot of planes around this part of the terminal. My iPad keeps lighting up in the corner of my eye and it's annoying. Pushback approved. Expect 5 left. Okay, right. Let's push back then. We can go ahead and turn on those beacon lights. They're required whilst an aircraft is moving. Parking brakes off. Push. I like the hands cam or the iPad cam, whatever you'd like to call it, so do I. I think it's really cool. This is the first time we're, of course, using it today, and I think the overall impression is going to be great anyway. I think it's nice for you to all be able to see what I'm doing with the iPad itself. Especially when I get the questions, are you flying with a joystick all the time? No, I'm not. I'm literally just playing on a flight like you would. Okay, we'll start with engine 1 then on push. Get that fired up. We'll push to the right.
Manchester ground. Foxtrot Romeo India Echo Sierra. Ready to
Let's see then.
Information call.
We can push back right onto the line here. The iPad audio might be too loud. Nothing's changed from before, other than I've now got this 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗟𝗏. So there's still a few tweaks that need to be done, of course.
Ready for pushback with information call.
Manchester ground. Speedbird 105 Bravo Alpha. Ready for pushback with information call. Manchester ground.
There we go, we'll stop here.
Ready for pushback with information call.
Manchester ground.
The good thing about the 757 is that the engine starts up really, really fast. I quite like that. Nice pushback. Thanks, Chase. Appreciate it. That wasn't actually that bad. Parking brakes on then. Let's go ahead and detach the tug. We don't need that anymore. We use flaps 5 for today's departure and trim 20. Speed brakes to arms. That sound. Can you hear that starts up? It just sounds cool.
Ascot 2446.
Chinook 351, hold position. American 34, hold position.
Holding position. Chinook 351.
Speedbird
There we go.
359, hold position.
That engine. Could you hear that? I could barely hear that. There's some things, like I'm wearing different headphones today because my other ones that I usually wear for streaming don't work with the new setup that I have. And I could just hear sounds that I haven't heard before. It's different. It's really different. Request taxi then with information golf.
Manchester ground. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Ready to taxi with information golf.
Manchester ground. Chinook 111 heavy. Ready for pushback with information echo.
9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel, hold position.
Oh, you could hear it. That's pretty neat.
Taxiing to runway
Nice.
5 left. Chinook
Dan, how was
1144.
Oshkosh? Yeah, Oshkosh was it was brilliant. It really, really was. There we go. Taxi to 5 left and contact tower when ready. Awesome. Let's do this then. We can turn off the APU.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Manchester ground. American
Microphone is at max volume. If the mic's too quiet, I don't think it is. I mean, I'm monitoring it on my end here. It seems like it's loud enough. But if it's too quiet, let me know and I can go ahead and, of course, tweak that a bit and turn up the gain. My only concern is that you might hear some background noise if I turn up the gain just a bit more.
Taxiing to runway 5 left. Routes are 76.
Air France 1 heavy, taxi to runway 5 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 5 left. Air France 1 heavy. Manchester ground. Air France 481 Super. Ready for pushback.
Then I've got to go to sleep in my time zone. It's 11 p.m. Damn. Good night. Thank you for joining.
Roger. Routes are 76. Routes are 76. Turn left next taxiway.
Manchester ground. JetBlue 910 Victor Alpha Heavy. Ready for pushback with information call. Requesting runway 5 right.
Ascot 2446, follow aircraft ahead.
Left on the next taxiway.
Looking
Routes
good.
are
There's a lot of 757s around.
Ryanair 1145 Heavy.
Tomjet 1972, hold position.
Holding position. Tomjet 1972.
This is so cool, I swear. What's cool? Dan King, what's up? Welcome. How's it going?
Manchester ground. Alpha Papa Delta
Let's not taxi into the back of this 757 here. This plane, honestly, I really like this 757. I know a lot of people don't really like it in infinite flight because it's relatively sensitive, but the 757 in general, I mean, some people find it really ugly, but I don't know. I think it's really cool.
Manchester ground. Victor Tango Papa India X-ray.
It's not a bad aeroplane. It's quite nice. Discord notification. Let's have a look. It's a friend request out of the many that there are. DX3406. Good morning, Dan, or should I say good afternoon? Good afternoon. Good morning where you are. What's up? Yeah, the 757 is pretty nice. I think the most, when you first fly the 757, when I first flew the 757, I found the rudder relatively sensitive. Of course, you can hop into settings and adjust the sensitivity of the airplane that you're flying. So, of course, if you find the rudder too sensitive or the ailerons too sensitive or anything like that, then you can adjust those.
Request taxi to parking. Manchester ground. Alpha Papa Delta Alpha November.
No takeoff yet? No, I'd expect takeoff in around the next 10 minutes or so. It's a relatively long taxi down to 5 left today. Hopefully we can get airborne within the next 10 minutes. That would be nice, that would be ideal.
Manchester ground. All Nippon
Taxiing at 14 knots ground speed. APU is off. What else? Pretty much ready to go for takeoff. The only thing we have left to do is to turn on our landing lights and strobe lights when it's time. And of course, contact tower when ready.
Ready for pushback with information echo.
9 Victor Tango Mike Foxtrot, hold position.
Manchester ground. Speed at 65.
3 hours of fuel on board today. We should make it. A 2-hour flight, a 2-hour 10 flight. We might be able to do it a little bit quicker than that, though I don't really think flying a tad fast is going to make too much of a difference with the traffic that we have. So,
Manchester ground. Channels 9228 heavy. Ready for
it will be around 2 hours, I would say.
Roger.
Let's see. We'll continue straight ahead.
Manchester ground. Tomjic 481 Super. Ready for pushback with information echo. Manchester ground. American 2022 Super. Ready for pushback.
How far
with
can the
information
757
echo.
actually fly? It actually has really nice performance. It's a very versatile aircraft. Of course, it's not too big and it's not too small, and it has great fuel capacity as well. So you can get around 10 hours out of this thing on infinite flight, which is really, really nice.
Ready for pushback with information golf.
Fly to many different places. The stopping performance as well is just sort of unmatched. It stops really quickly, takes off really quickly. It's an incredibly powerful plane, should I say.
587 Kilo Delta, hold position. Speed 1098 heavy, hold position.
Holding position. Tomjic 587 Kilo Delta.
Ryanair 555, hold position.
Holding position.
Going to taxi to the right here.
Position. Ryanair 555. Manchester ground.
Alpha Victor
Ah,
Delta
turn right next
Alpha
taxiway. ATC is already on it. There we go.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Disregard last message. I think ATC heard me say it in the stream. But there we go.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha
Thank you. No,
November.
thank you, ATC. Appreciate it. You're on the ball. Doing a good job.
Ready to taxi to runway 5 left with information ball. Manchester
Still
ground.
waiting to push.
Speed was
Yeah,
35
it's going to be a busy event. I think it's going to be relatively busy. Of course, expect delays on departure. On arrival, it should be fine, of course. Maybe some vectors will be given, but other than that, it should be a pretty smooth flight today.
Tomjic 1972, thank you.
How can ATC manage this? I don't know. I wouldn't be able to manage this. I really wouldn't be able to manage this. It's definitely a challenge. There goes the 757 there.
With information echo.
Continue taxi. Tomjic 197.
Taxi on the line here.
Manchester ground. Air Canada 957. Ready to taxi to runway 5 left with information echo.
139 watching live right now. It's great.
Hold position. Speedbird 192. Hold
Let's
position.
see then.
Manchester ground.
We'll use up all of the runway that we have
556.
today.
Ready for pushback with information echo. Requesting runway 5 left. Holding position. JetBlue 910 Victor Alpha Heavy. Manchester ground. Alpha Papa Delta Alpha November. Ready for pushback with information echo.
There we go.
Manchester
The
ground.
traffic like at the airport at the minute.
937. Ready for
Busy.
pushback
Yeah,
with
it's quite busy.
information echo.
Holding position. Speedbird
maybe like gate hold
Midway to aircraft.
in effect or
Delta
something as well.
108.
Manchester ground. Channels 11 November Tango. Ready for pushback.
Alpha Papa Delta Alpha November.
We'll continue straight ahead towards the end. Contact tower. Request departure. 5 left. Departing south today. We'll get that clearance early so that we don't have to hold at the holding point. We'll just continue taxi onto the runway, turn our lights on, and of course do a rolling departure out of here today. Yes, amazing. That's every stream now this happens. Stop this.
Alpha Victor Delta
5 left,
Alpha
clear for
November.
takeoff.
Runway 5 left, cleared for takeoff.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, that plane just crashed.
Manchester Tower, Delta 782 Victor
So is the Infinite Flight logo really on the taxiway at Manchester? Not in real life. No, it is an Infinite Flight, but not in real life, of course. I mean, maybe it is there in real life. I wouldn't know. I haven't been to Manchester Airport, so although that would be cool if we done like a meetup at Manchester Airport. That'd be pretty nice. I know there's a good spot. Is it like a pub or something towards the end of the runway?
Manchester
where you can
Tower,
watch the planes.
Victor 76, ready for departure at runway 5 left, departing straight out. Delta
Strobes landing
782
lights.
Victor Alpha, number 1.
Let's line up on the runway.
5 right, clear to land. Number 1, clear to land. Runway
Rolling
5
departure,
right.
of course.
Delta 782
Just
Victor
make sure we're
Alpha.
nice and straight.
Delta 782 Victor Alpha, correction, stand by. Delta 782 Victor Alpha, number 2, runway 5
That's will
right,
do.
clear to land. Number
Calibrate.
2, clear to land.
Let's do
Runway
this.
5 right, Delta 782 Victor Alpha. Thank you. Delta 782 Victor Alpha. Luxor 76. Hold short of runway 5
There we go. There's
left.
89%
Holding
N1.
short runway 5
Wind,
left.
7 knot
Luxor
headwinds.
76.
Should be airborne in no time. 100 knots.
Ascot 2446.
There we go.
Line up and wait,
Let's
runway
slowly
5
start to
left.
pull back.
Line up and wait, runway 5 left. Ascot 2446. Luxor 76. Line up and wait, runway 5
And we're
left.
airborne.
Line up and wait, runway 5
Yeah,
left.
pitching to
Luxor
15 degrees.
Virgin 337. When able, turn left. Hold short, runway 5 left.
Manchester Tower, Blue Flight 17 Hotel Whiskey, inbound on the ILS runway 5 right.
Wilco. Virgin
1,000 feet
337.
approaching. Lowering the nose to 10 degrees. Climb thrust, 85% N1. That's what we'll just stick with that. That'll be fine. Autopilot, done. Brilliant. Let's see then. We can turn on the LNAV. Activate the next leg. We'll turn
Alpha
LNAV on
Victor
now.
Delta Alpha November.
Speeding up.
Good
Clean
day.
the aircraft up. We don't need any more
Delta
flaps.
Alpha November. Contact Manchester
Let's just
approach
slow
on
down so that we don't
135.0.
overshoot this turn. Over to Manchester approach on 135. Decimal 00. Send and switch and check in IFR.
Green flight 17.
Manchester approach, Alpha Victor Delta.
Very nice takeoff indeed. We'll keep it at 220 knots for now.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Radar contact.
Goodbye Manchester on our way to Mallorca.
Speed for 216 whiskey. Turn right heading 020. Maintain
Sundown's in the chat. What's up?
3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 5 right approach.
Let's turn this audio up a bit.
930.
It's quite
Descend
quiet
and
here.
maintain
I can't hear the music
3000.
as much as usual.
Heading 020, maintain 3000, maintain
Looking good though. Let's increase that climb rate here.
Cleared ILS runway 5 right, speed for 216 whiskey. Descend and maintain 3000, channels 930.
Astana line 429. Turn right heading 330. Descend and maintain 4000. Turn right
Cruise
heading
speed, we will
330. Descend and
probably
maintain
cruise at
4000. Astana line
0.78, I'd imagine.
429.
Same as a 320.
Speed for 216
Seems like a
whiskey.
waiting game.
Contact
Yeah, this
Manchester
I can
Tower
imagine the line for
119
departure is going to be relatively long. Of course, you don't necessarily have to join us on this portion of the flight. If you would like to join in from London Gatwick, Heathrow, for example, then of course you can just join from there as well and just join up with the rest of the airplanes. Of course, just make sure that you're aware of the spacing between other aircraft. There's the turn then. Let's increase our speed.
Maintain 3000, maintain 3000 until established.
How's Liv? Yeah, Liv's good.
Cleared ILS runway 5 right, channels 930.
Chanix 311. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Nice scenery over here, actually. We'll increase our speed to 250 knots. There we go. We don't need the brakes to be armed anymore. There's 250. Airport's looking very busy down there. Some departures behind us. Good to see. Butter Zero, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you here. Welcome back. Member now for 11 months. Hey, hey. Almost at 10,000 feet. You see this airplane, it's really powerful. It's got the power. It really does.
Radar contact.
We can turn off our landing lights soon. We don't need those.
Miles northeast of Manchester at 3,300 feet. Requesting GPS approach runway 6 at Luxembourg. Luxor 76. Requested airport is
There's 10,000 landing lights off. Let's increase our speed to 280. We'll do our climb profile for today will be 250, 280, then Mach 0.78.
Luxor 76. Ascot 2446 is 6 nautical miles east of Manchester at 5,500 feet.
Go up to around
Requesting
85%
flight
N1.
Air France 1 heavy. Radar contact.
Still climbing really, really quickly. What's the route today? We're flying Manchester to Palma de Mallorca.
Ascot 2446. A standalone 429. Turn right heading 020. Descend and maintain 3000. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 5 right approach.
Dan, how can you fly so good? Right now, the autopilot's doing all of the magic. I'm not doing anything here. In terms of takeoff and landing, I guess it just comes with practice. Let's watch our speed. Then we're exceeding 280. Let's just lower that. Yeah.
Maintain 3000 until established.
280. London is down on our left, or it should be down on our left in the next couple of minutes. Not too far away at all. Looks like we also have an escort to our right here. Ryanair 666 and the F-16.
Speedbird 1399. Radar contact.
Speedbird 1399 is 3 nautical miles.
Leah, you don't have to ask this question. I answered this in real life.
399.
In the restaurant.
Request not required after check-in.
I'm not even going to try it on the stream. No, it's not bruschetta. It's like really aggressive, isn't it? The way you say it. Bruschetta or something like that. I don't know. Please don't hate me if I said it wrong, okay? Did I get it right? I'm actually intrigued to know. Let's see here. We'll lower our vertical speed. We don't need to be climbing this fast. Go to 2,800 feet per minute.
483. Continuous file. Expect Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Frequency change.
You're good, Dan. You passed the test. Frequency change approved. Good day. There we go. Okay. I don't think we have London Centre online, which is fine. We just have Manchester approach. That's cool. We don't really need to worry about centre frequencies anyway. If anyone wants to staff them, then of course you're more than welcome to, but we're okay for the most part. We're heading towards London now. Over the English Channel towards France. Down through France. Let's have a look at the routing here today. I can look on my end real quick on live flight. Let's find us on the map. It's a really, really, really busy flight at the moment. Let's see. Where is Avdan on the map? There we go. Avdan. Cool. Let's have a look at our routing then. Of course, Infinite Flight in-app doesn't tell you, though, the locations that, of course, you're flying over. We should be flying directly over Birmingham. Coventry will be on our left. Then London will be on our left as well. A couple of miles away from London. We won't fly directly over, but we will fly just to the east of Portsmouth. Over the English Channel, then of course, then down through France. Looks like we are flying pretty much over Toulouse, which is nice. Then over the Pyrenees Mountains, descending over Barcelona towards Palma de Mallorca. So really nice flight. Should be relatively scenic as well once we get past France. I don't find France quite scenic. I think France is. I mean, the scenery in France is pretty much the same as the UK. Once we get to like the Pyrenees and stuff, then things start to look interesting. But Oh, Dan, at least you tried. Yeah. It's still wrong though. Oh, great. Okay. Well, I tried, so there we go. Are you hyped for 22.7? Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a really nice update. Dan, how long have you been working for Infinite Flight, and how does it feel? Biscuit Plays, thank you for the question. I've been working here now. To be honest, I haven't really kept track. It's been over like maybe like a year and a half now. Absolutely amazing experience. I love working here very, very much. It's a really cool feeling. It's a really, really cool feeling. When's the 22.7 release date? I can't tell you, though. Of course, what I can tell you is that it's soon. That's it. Dan, where are you from? I'm from England. I'm from the southeast of England, near a town called Maidstone. I won't tell you exactly where I live, but I live near a town called Maidstone in the southeast, in Kent. Soon, TM, yeah, absolutely. The sales descending into London Heathrow. That was short. Are you cutting it short? I think you can see London just ahead there. Heathrow Airport, and then London itself is off to the left just a bit more. Why does everyone think it's Monday? I don't know. Could the update be on Monday? I'm not sure. I have just noticed something. I think we have a fix which is too close to one another. I don't really like showing the map because I probably have airports that I shouldn't be showing. Here we go. I mean, I can technically show them. We don't keep 3D airports a secret anymore if they're a work in progress. It's just not my responsibility to show airports that other people are working on without their permission, of course. But here, it's great that I just noticed this. And then we didn't get to it and done like a massive 360. We've got this one here. Let's just get rid of that. That would have been relatively awkward. That would have been disastrous if we were doing 360s without even realizing. Massive leak, huh? What am I leaking? I'm not leaking anything. I could show you airports, but I'm not going to show you airport. Right, let's lower that vertical speed then. We'll go to 1,800 feet per minute. And we'll increase our speed to Mach 0.78. Maybe we'll lower the vertical speed a bit more. Struggling to get there. Dan, London's on your left. We'll take a look in just a few moments. London, you know what, let's look now while still waiting. Yes, London is not quite, nearly. It's just down there. Even working? Is our speed increasing? Yeah, why is it not changed in the flight deck? We're going 0.80. What? Yeah. Oh, that's because it's bugged. I get it. It's the bugged speed. I see. Hey, noopsie. Right, let's have a look at the rest of the flight plan whilst we're at it. I'll just look on live flight here. It seems a bit easier. Of course, I don't really want to show too many airports that our scenery editors are working on. I think we just flew right over Birmingham. Birmingham was literally just below us there. You see it? There's Birmingham. There's Birmingham Airport. Is it 3D? I can't tell. I don't think it's 3D. I can't see it from here. Anyway, let me check the rest of the flight plan then. It's looking okay. Yeah, we should be okay. The only thing that could potentially change is the approach into Mallorca, but of course we can adjust that once we're close to the airport, and if we have ATC on arrival, then we'll of course follow vectors that we receive. Sorry, or just change the flight plan to work in their favour. Dan, your approach is a runway that's closed. Is it like, okay, but it's not closed in infinite flight? Gonzo, due to the fact that we have quite a lot of traffic, I think we'll have to utilize both runways. Oh, you mean it's red? When I filed, it said it was amber, but of course we can change that anyway. We'll see. We'll change that once we get closer to our destination. Right, let's turn the light off here, because that's not right. In the corner of my eye. iPad cam will return once we are coming in for landing. Let's have a look then. Up here, F16. Right now we're saying the estimated time until we arrive is 1 hour and 39, which isn't actually too bad. Although we have been airborne now for 14 minutes. The thing is, generally speaking, once you're, airborne and you're focusing so much on the departure, time sort of flies within that period of climbing to your cruising altitude, and it works the same for the descent as well. So I typically just class the flight time in my head, mentally, as how long it is until the TOD, which is 1 hour and 13 minutes. So to me, that's not too long. It should be okay. No need for a step climb today. The real-world flight just shoots straight up to 37,000 feet, so we're all good. We're almost there, actually, as well. Just a couple hundred feet away, and then we'll be at our cruising altitude. So yeah, 1 hour and 38 minutes until we arrive at Palma de Mallorca. Okay, let's have a look around then. If you've got any questions, then feel free to ask in the chat, of course. I'm happy to answer some of those, as long as they're not development related. Some of those I can't answer. What I will say is... keep I can't speak. Keep those development-related questions aside. Save them for another stream, because maybe we'll do a preview stream of the 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗘𝗥𝗦𝗛. In which case, one of our developers will be there. So, will Alicante be 3D? Yes. Yeah, we'll definitely at some point. I think the general plan is to do a pre-release beta stream of the 175. Any work in progress shots? DHIX3406. I'm not sure. I don't think we'll do any. I really don't. One thing I will test out soon. I've been troubleshooting with it, had no luck, and in theory you kind of need to test it on stream anyway to see if Nightbot actually connects. But I'll test out Nightbot at some point in the stream as well to see if we can do a giveaway later on. No promises. I don't know if we will be able to do a giveaway, though just note that I would love to do one. Yes, you can see Heathrow on our left now, actually. We're just passing it. We might not load in from here. You can see the scenery, though, where it would be. There we go. There's Heathrow off to the left. It's looking relatively quiet down there. Looks to be one aircraft on the ground. One just departing, one on final there. Oh, two actually. Change the camera angle here. It's one of my favorite camera angles. Liv's in the chat. What's up, Liv? Welcome to another stream. I'm on final 9 right. Have a safe flight to Mallorca, Dan. Thank you very much. Have a great landing into London Heathrow. Wishing you the smoothest landing you've ever done. Right, okay, so this part is pretty much the chill part. It's not too, isn't she at your home? No, we live in separate houses. We live in separate houses. We don't live together yet. It would be nice to, don't get me wrong, but we don't live together yet. Hey Dan, you and Infinite Flight should add a group chat. What, Rich? What do you mean? We do have a Discord server where you can chat there. It's a relatively, and you could technically class it as a group chat. It's massive. There's a lot going on there. There's a lot of members you can talk to. So if you would like to, of course, engage with other Infinite Flight users, then head over to our Discord server where you can chat to many like-minded individuals. Hello from Romania. Hello from England. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, I'll try that. Yeah, Rich, of course. Yeah, I would say head over to Discord if you're interested in like an Infinite Flight group chat, because that essentially is the biggest Infinite Flight group chat that exists. There's plenty that goes on there. There's a lot. We share work in progress photos, stuff in advance, of course, which is subscriber perk. And we do stage events, like podcast style events in there as well. And in general, it's just a really big place where you can chat to many other Infinite Flight pilots. How to access the Discord server? You have to have an active Pro subscription with Infinite Flight. And with that, you can then go into your account settings on the Infinite Flight app itself and then connect your Infinite Flight account to Discord, and then you'll gain access to the entire server. We're making pretty nice progress actually so far. 1 hour 33 left. F-18 doing some mad stuff in front of us there. Hi, Danny, what's up? Welcome to stream. Love from Australia, mate. Are you watching from Australia by any chance? Love from Australia. No, I don't know. Am I reading that the completely wrong way? Hey, I don't know, but welcome to the stream. Yusuf, welcome. There should be like Sims with chat bubbles where you can chat with other planes. That would be funny. I think what would be really cool is if there were a like a default frequency that you could sort of tune into within a certain range of another aircraft and type messages to that other plane. That'd be kind of neat. Ah, yes, Australia is Australia. Got you. I thought so. Yeah. Well, hello from the other side of the world. It's good to have you here. Hi Dan, what's today's route? Jake's Aviation, welcome to the stream. We're flying from Manchester over to Palma de Mallorca. Yes, in real life it's 123.450. Yeah, I don't know, Chris. That just popped into my head from sort of elaborating on Gonzo's idea. Then that would be kind of cool. I guess for moderation as well, it'd be relatively easy because you can we could filter out words that shouldn't be sort of text. We'll see. It could be abused, but maybe I can mention that to the team. That sounds like a really fun feature. Like, imagine you're just doing a random flight on your own and you see your friend or someone you know in the community doing another flight and they're flying in the opposite direction or something. You just tune into the frequency, type a message like, hello, enjoy your flight, so da-da-da, and they respond, and you tune out of the frequency. That'd be really nice. I think it should be an expert server only perk, because I can imagine it would get abused on other servers very much. I want credit. Yeah. Credit to Gonzo. Hey, you were talking about Sims, and I elaborated on that. I want credit. Let's hop onto the outside of the airplane here. I'm excited for landing now, especially with the hand cam. You can see what I'm doing. That's really nice. Yes, look at this. Pretty nice views here. Jet 2 757. Do they operate many of these? I'm not too sure if Jet 2 operates many 757s. Elaboration wasn't possible without my seat, sir. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true, actually, yeah. Dan, I've got a question. Sure, go for it. If anybody's got any questions, then of course you're welcome to ask. We're here now. We're sitting here for the next 1 hour and 4 minutes. So if you would like to have a conversation or ask questions or do whatever in the chat, then you're more than welcome to do so. Because we're here, we might as well. How can you make the Infinite Flight UI disappear? It's a really good question. It's really, really simple. If you go into the Infinite Flight settings, you'll see a tab which says Interface Timeout. You can change that from never to 2 seconds or 5 seconds or something like that. And you can essentially just pick when the user interface times out. Super easy. You just visit your settings now, and you'll see user interface timeout, and then the duration next to it. Let's call it a collaboration, Tan. There's an Infinite Flight Tracker called Infinite X Flight Tracker. There is indeed. We have Live Flights app and of course Infinite X. Infinite X is relatively new. It's pretty nice. I'd imagine I think it's still very much a work in progress. I managed to talk to everyone in person about his intent behind it. I won't speak openly too much about it because maybe he'll want to talk about that. But yeah, it's really nice. It's really, really nice. Jet 2 still operates their 757s. I think they still operate 8 of them. They're really nice planes. I'm glad they're still flying them. It would have been nice if TUI were still flying the 75s as well. I mean, it's just a nice plane overall. I can imagine, of course, it's not very like fuel efficient. It has the 747 engines, I believe, so, and that thing doesn't fly anymore for that reason, and maybe a few more, but you're currently entertaining Archie. Nice. Yes, Jet 2 still has 8 757s. I thought it was a pro sub feature or something. No, of course not. Yeah, Infinite Flight 001, just hop into your settings, you can change it there. Hi Dan, the F-16 with the call sign Ryanair 666 is me, lol. That's brilliant. Thank you very much for the escort. 747 flies cargo. It's not the same, is it? Let's be honest. 747 flying cargo, no. It's not the same as the passenger version. Where do we request for new liveries? You can head over to our community forum, which is community.infiniteflight.com. And of course, you can make feature requests there, or you can vote for current feature requests. My number one tip would, of course, be if there's already a feature request regarding your feature that you would like to see added, please don't make another feature request. Just vote for the current one that's there. Okay, here, let's see. On the verge of being eligible to join the expert server, apart from the increased professionalism from fellow flyers, is there any other difference? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely stricter on the expert server. The level of professionalism that you see is certainly a lot better than you would see on the training server. There's, of course, many more events that take place on the expert server. You can, of course, follow the IFATC schedule as well, which applies to the expert server. There's usually guaranteed traffic in certain locations if you follow the ATC schedule, so it's a lot more predictable on the expert server. You can fly with, of course, many more pilots in a more professional manner as well. And overall, it's just nice. A lot of people look at the expert server and think it's incredibly daunting at first when they first join. And it's not. In the grand scheme of things, all you need to do is, I'd say this, just follow rules, like communicate with ATC. Of course, they're presets, they're just text-to-speech presets, which are super easy. They're pretty much the same as the training server. So you should really, in theory, know what you're pressing anyway. You can, of course, touch up on your skills with infinite flight tutorials and stuff that we offer on YouTube and the user guide. But flying on the expert server, it really isn't that daunting. It's not that scary at all. The principle of flying is still exactly the same, of course. The main difference is that if there's an active frequency, then you should really be contacting them. Otherwise, they'll start telling you off. But it's nice. I personally, my favorite server is the expert server. I only ever fly on the expert server unless we're doing a different type of stream. But yeah. See what's going on in the chat here. Will there ever be a Jet 2 Holidays livery? I'm not sure. If it's a feature request on the forum, then of course go in and vote for it, because maybe one day we actively add liveries to the sim, or at least we recently have anyway. So go and vote for your livery, because you never know if it's going to make its way into the simulator or not. So how's life, Dan? Yeah, life's good. Life's good. Thank you for asking. Just took off. It might be a while till I'm at Mallorca. Chris, this was the same with the last event as well. Oh, no, actually, no, you took off first at the Hawaiian event. Anyway, yeah, see you at Mallorca. Well, I might not see you because I'll end the flight after we land anyway, but have a great flight, Chris. Of course, you're tuning in anyway. I might as well tell you this whilst we're here. Chris, later on this evening, I may do some work on Chicago O'Hare, 2D work, maybe some 3D work as well, just as a heads up. I'm not sure if you had any like a session planned or anything. If you did, let me know. I'm happy to let you do that anyway, and I'll just do some other work, but yeah. Yeah, the Hawaiian event was fine. It was the one before that you were stuck behind on. Which event was that, actually? It was the one Sapporo event? Tokyo? Yeah, the Tokyo event. You were stuck on the ground for quite a while. Sounds good. I did a lot this morning. Okay, Wilco. Thank you very much. Look at this. Ow. Let's go ahead and change the camera. We're flying in current time, by the way. I'm not too sure if we'll be flying it. It won't quite be sunset, but the sun will definitely be going down once we arrive in Mallorca. Let's do a different view here. I think it's kind of nice if we go near the wingtip as well, so that you can see the terrain underneath us as we progress through the flight. I can't talk today. I don't know what's up. Maybe I haven't had enough sugar. Maybe I don't have enough energy. I don't know. But I can't talk. If you're not Afghan during a stream, expect to be on the ground for a long time. Unfortunately, in some cases, yes. Yeah. One of the Embraers coming out. The 𝗠𝗚𝗡𝗡𝗟 will be coming soon, TM. Not just yet, but some patience, and it will be with you shortly. Definitely in London Heathrow, I was queuing for 90 minutes. I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, there's no better way to do these busy events. You can't really. I mean, you could maybe like cap the amount of aircraft that spawn in or something like that, but it's not very enjoyable if you're not able to fly because the limit's been reached. I think it's just the inevitable, the unfortunate situation where these streams gain a lot of traction and a lot of pilots spawn in. And would love to fly during these events, which is great, and that's really nice to see. But one of the cons that comes alongside that is that, unfortunately, there will be huge delays upon departure. It depends on the size of the airport as well, but. Need to sort out a job application later, so I won't have much time to work on chords. I cut a few holes this morning, looks better now. Okay, awesome. Yeah, Chris, I figured that. I mean, I've done quite a lot of the 3D work anyway. We still have, of course, some other 3D parts to cover, but for the most part, before we can make those 3D changes, I think it'll be a good idea if we just focus on 2D. So I think I'll start to help you on 2D as well, so that we can sort of just get that done as quick as we can. And then we can just focus on placing objects and the usual. Because it's obviously, I mean, I could place some objects around some of the terminals now, which would be great, but then the only issue that we run into there is that some of the ground markings around parking areas and whatnot are inaccurate. So I think just 2D first, and then we'll just place objects and everything like that. Maybe we can bid for our departure slots? Yes, but there's no way of actually enforcing that, really. Trident Aviation, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you back. The weirdest item at airports are those green fake planes. Yeah, those are for fire training purposes. They actually set those on fire in real life for the fire department to, of course, train and put out fires in the unlikely and unfortunate event that an airplane sets on fire in an airport. RFSYT Aviation, what's up? Welcome. Dan, do you think you could do a hurricane hunting event, especially with the hurricane hitting Florida? Probably not. We will hold off of that. It would be nice to do, but we probably, it's a little bit sort of off-brand doing a crazy event that you can't really control an airplane in. It would be cool maybe for a wacky racing, but we don't have time to do a wacky racing, unfortunately. Will there ever be an event with the F-18 again, Dan? Yes. Well, of course, we'll do wacky. Why can't I talk today? We'll do wacky racing streams moving into the future as well. Some more of those. At the thing is, the problem is, if you remember from the recent wacky racing event that we done, we ran into some server issues where everything would the server would pretty much like sort of time out, and you couldn't see one another, which was a little bit frustrating and unfortunate. So we'll wait to see if that can improve in the future before doing any more wacky racing events. You need another energy drink? No, I don't. I think I'm fine. Generally speaking, I'm not tired. I just, for some reason, I just like, do you know when you have those days where you can't talk? And unfortunately, on the day that I'm streaming, that's one of those days. RIP. I'll drink water though, because water's really good for you. One thing that's really funny is I can pretend that I'm swearing on the microphone here. I wouldn't dare to do such an unprofessional thing for this company, but it just would be it would be funny. Eli, what's up? Wait a second, censored. Yes, we now have a censor. Yeah, that's cool. Infinite Flight is... I said amazing. And no, it's not a new plane. We've had the 757 out in Infinite Flight for quite a while. Yeah, I just pushing button. It's a button that I just wouldn't make use of, if I'm honest. It just has it, which is kind of cool. What's the streaming software? Infinite Flight 001. I use, should I say we use? I use, I stream on my own channel as well. Streamlabs OBS. And some other hardware as well to make these streams possible. Yeah, Chris, good idea. Who wants to know the release date for 22.7? We don't usually give release dates, but sure. You don't seem too excited. There's no yes in chat. Someone's leaking the date. Sure, okay, so drum roll. The release date for 22.7 is in 2022, which of course is this year, which is nice. I'm joking. I can't. Thanks, Chris, for the idea. Yes, this is great. Just for the record, that wasn't my idea. that was Chris's idea. But it was a good one. I was excited for a moment, though. You should be excited. The update is of course soon anyway. It'll be coming this year at some point. I won't tell you when, but September Fools. Yeah. April Fool's, just a bit late. You give him credit? I hope it fixes the occasional flickering. We are aware of the occasional flickering that you see on Infinite Flight. We're aware of it. Hopefully we can stop to that at some point soon. "47 minutes then until we reach the TOD. That's 368 nautical miles from our current position. We have 576 nautical miles until we arrive, which is around 1 hour and 13 minutes. giveaway. We can try a giveaway. I'll probably try to do some troubleshooting. Why is the stream stopped here? I can see that it's buffering a bit. I can try and troubleshoot the issue with Nightbot on stream. It kind of needs to be done on stream anyway. I'll, of course, let you know if we do a giveaway later on in the stream. Dan, how's Laura? Laura is doing good. Yeah, whilst we're waiting around then, I might as well do some testing out here with Nightbot and see if we can get the giveaway up and running. We won't do it yet. We'll usually do it before the top of descent, so stay tuned for that. But before we get our hopes up, let me just try. Let me try. It's... $27 messages. Looks like it... I mean, it looks like it's picked back up again. So I'm just going to do a really, really random sort of selection here. It might say so-and-so's won the giveaway in the chat. Please don't be fooled. This is just a test if it actually works. Yes, okay, it works. Cool. Okay, so we'll do a giveaway at some point. Check out the channel. We'll do a giveaway before the TOD. Congrats to winning nothing. Yeah. Again, that was just a quick test. I'll reset the eligibility here and do that again. Rich, nothing to worry about at all. We were just doing a test there. We were having some issues with Nightbot in the past few streams where it wouldn't connect and it wouldn't select a winner during a giveaway. We're just testing it out there, and it selected your name. Dan, was your monetization from your channel profitable? Yes. I won't tell you how much I'm earning on my own YouTube channel, but yes, it's profitable. It's quite nice actually. What's your tip for flying? Small inputs, I would say, just like real life. Siren, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Good to see you back here. Yeah, the bot was basically asleep. What's your funniest moment playing Infinite Flight? I think the funniest moment whilst playing Infinite Flight was when I forgot the landing gear at San Francisco on one of the streams on my own channel. It's quite old now, but it was funny. It was really, really unexpected. Going to get comfy here whilst we wait. We have to sit here for as long as a passenger would in real life. I've got to figure out something to say, right? Got to get comfortable. Dan, any tips for flying on a long haul? A long haul infinite flight, sorry, yes. My couple of tips for flying long hauls in infinite flight would be to turn on automatic low power mode, turn down your volume, cruise at a reasonable altitude to the point where the plane's not going to stall and fall out the sky, plan enough fuel, and turn your brightness down. And of course, plug your device in as well. That would generally help. Yeah. Oh, actually, that's a good one from Eli. Don't activate here. If you're doing a long haul flight, even a short haul for that matter, and you're not paying too much attention, do not enable VNAV, vertical navigation, until you are at your device and you know exactly what's going on. Because let's say you do a long haul flight and you're flying east, and there's some tailwinds that you completely don't know about because you haven't checked the winds or something before your flight. Anyway, your plan for your flight to be around 10 hours long, and you set your alarm to wake up in the morning or wherever, to start descending the airplane, or to land the airplane, should I say, and you activate VNAV before going to sleep. This is like story time. The winds then take your airplane really fast, and your flight ends up being an hour shorter than it is, and you've enabled VNAV, so by the time you come back to your device, it's descended by itself, exceeded the maximum speed limit, and given you a violation and removed from the server, and you probably crashed into the ocean by that point. I don't know, you just got to be careful. Don't turn VNAV on if you're not going to be with the device. Yeah, the difference between VNAV and LNAV. LNAV, lateral navigation, is to follow your flight plan. You know, the flight plan that you've planned from A to B. And then VNAV, vertical navigation, is exactly what it says on the tin. It pretty much just takes you down to set altitudes that you've got filed in your flight plan. So for example, today here, if we take a look at the map, or this screen here, here we go. Pretty much, you can see, if I click or highlight orange the particular leg or the fix that we're looking at here, you can see it says 10,000 feet on the one that's highlighted, for example. So VNAV will take us down to 10,000 feet. Once we get close to our next fix, a reasonable distance, it will take us down to 7,000, 7,000, 5,000, 3,600, and it will continue to do so until it discontinues. Yes, Aviation Nation. I go to nighttime into the flight deck, zoom all the way down into the floor, and that's the best way. Yeah, yes, that's actually exactly what I do as well. I turn around and like zoom into the headrest of the captain's seat or something. Another tip for when you're doing a long haul is generally this is what I do. I don't know if it. I think it still loads the scenery. But it does save sort of battery when you load into, when you zoom into a part of the flight deck when you're doing a long haul flight. Zoom in to, let's say, I don't know, a screen that's not working, just a black area of the flight deck. Turn the brightness all the way down as well. It'll save your battery because your device isn't having to power all of the other LEDs that are on the screen, for example. With all of these colors, they can pretty much just turn themselves off. Not fully, but you get what I'm trying to say. The device will use less power to power those particular parts of the screen. So zoom into dark areas of the flight deck as well. Turn it to night and zoom into a dark area of the flight deck when you're doing a long haul flight. I find it funny how everyone has the same technique. It's quite cool. Is center? Bordeaux center. Let's have a look. Nearly. We're almost within the airspace. Once we're in, of course, we'll check in IFR. Let's go on a wing view. Welcome aboard this Jet 2 service to Mallorca. We currently have 1 hour and 4 minutes until we land. 914 kilometers to go. Enjoy the view out the window. Ooh, just go to the tower, then ATC and a blank screen. I wouldn't do that because then your plane's flying really far away from the tower's position. I never knew that screen existed. Well, now you do. Now you know. Maybe some things that you don't know as well is if you fly the A350 above, I think it's like 41 or 42,000 feet, and you look back to the screen that's sort of at the back right side of the flight deck, Atari Breakout will then start playing, which is cool. You can play games with an infinite flight, which is nice. It's like a little Easter egg. I won't turn VNAV on just yet, but we have 278 miles. Dan, you're entering Bordeaux airspace. Let's have a look. Yep, we are now in the airspace. Let's tune into Bordeaux Center and check in IFR.
Bordeaux Center, France Solio 025 Alpha Kilo. Review at 31,400.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Radar contact. There we go. Awesome.
France Solio 025 Alpha Kilo. Requesting descent via at 9 Echo arrival.
France Soleil 025 Alpha Kilo. Proceed as requested. Bordeaux Center. JetBlue 910 Victor Alpha Heavy. With you at 33,000.
Descending via at 9 Echo arrival. France Solio 025.
I noticed that with the stand guidance system, if you're parked at the gate for like 10 minutes, a game comes up on the screen at the gate. Yes, that's Atari. I believe the way to activate the Atari game on the stand guidance is by flashing your landing lights 3 times or something. I don't know, I haven't tried it. I think I tried it once on a stream with Laura. But yeah. Dan, what runway are we landing on? We'll take a look close to the time. Once we pass over Barcelona, we'll start to plan for our arrival.
Continuous file. Papa Kilo Delta Golf Quebec Heavy. Stand by. Ryanair 666. Yankee Romeo Golf India Oscar Super. Radar contact. JetBlue 910 Victor Alpha Heavy. Flight following request not required after check-in.
KLM 264 is 7 nautical miles northeast of Cognac Chateau at 26,100 feet. Requesting flight following to Amsterdam Schiphol.
Give me 2 moments.
Bordeaux Center. Golf Charlie Alpha Sierra Hotel. With you at 37,000.
See some questions in the chat about Project Metal. It's an ongoing process to improve the back end of the flight simulator. So it's not dead.
KLM 264. Flight following request not required after check-in.
Captain Ogie, what's up? Hi Dan. Wish I was around to participate in today's flash flight. Nevertheless, I hope everyone's been enjoying the event and there are safe landings at Mallorca. That's alright, no worries at all. Maybe you can like join in from another airport if you really want to join. We're making good progress. We're pretty much halfway through the flight now. if I were to make a screenshot topic on the Infinite Flight community on this event, would it have a chance to get featured on the Infinite Flight Instagram handle or not? I'm not too sure. Of course, you can share your photos. I would say if you're going to share photos, just share them on Instagram in general. You can, of course, post them on the forum anyway, and screenshots and videos. But I would say just give us a tag on social media. Use the Infinite Flight hashtag, and we usually repost those on our Instagram story. Let me see if I can show you something here. This was a work in progress shot that we shared on Discord. But I can show it here in the camera as well, if you haven't already seen it. It's a little bit out of focus. There we go. You see that you have custom towers at Chicago. It's a bit bright, I know. And then a nice shot. I don't have any legitimate sort of work in progress shots that I could share. Let me have a look through my camera roll. There might be something I can. There's another angle of Chicago.
Felix 3, with you at 13,800. Felix 3, radar contact. Felix 3, do not exceed 350 knots. Do not exceed 350 knots. Felix 3. Transavia 212 Alpha.
Oliver, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
Frequency change approved.
I'm doing good. How are you?
France Soleil 025 Alpha Kilo. Frequency change approved. Good day. Frequency change approved. Transavia 212 Alpha Kilo.
Did I miss anything like a work in progress shot? No, nothing that you probably haven't already seen. We've shown the same shot that I'd imagine you've seen on Discord anyway, with the generic E175 flying over Chicago, and another shot of Chicago. So
Foxtrot Romeo Indian Echo Sierra. Radar contact.
Dan, how can we join the Discord? Good question. You have to have an active Pro subscription to be able to gain access to every single feature that we offer on Discord. You can join it without having a sub, but you won't be able to access many channels at all. It's just a couple of channels. If you do have a Pro subscription, then you go into the Infinite Flight settings, go onto your account, and then click link to Discord. As easy as that. Oh, any update on whether we'll be getting a preview? Yes, Captain EU, and to those tuning in right now. At some point soon, we'll do like a preview live stream of some of the new features. 27 minutes until we reach top of descent. The thing is, one thing I've noticed when you fly to Mallorca, and in this direction in general, is that the star into Mallorca always starts your descent really early. VNAV takes you down really, really early, very many miles out, like 100 and something miles out, which is a bit sort of odd, but Dan, it is called including 3D and also an update layout, an airport layout. Yes, so let's talk about Chicago then, whilst we're here. Chicago O'Hare and Infinite Flight will be completely reworked. There'll be a new runway. The entire taxiway layout will be accurate to real life, or accurate to as accurate as we can possibly make it with the current data that we have. We'll try to make it as realistic as possible. Rest assured, working very hard. Chris and I are working very hard on Chicago as we speak. Chicago will not be coming with 22.7, no. Maybe Chicago can come to the update after 22.7. I'm not sure. Of course, I'm not going to guarantee you a date that it will be released. It's a work in progress. It's still very much a work in progress. There's a lot that needs to be done. But hopefully we can speed up the development of this airport and bring it to you as fast as possible.
Please contact Bordeaux Center on 128.0. Speedbird 658 Super. You're in an active airspace. Please contact Bordeaux Center on 128.0.
Yes, Dan forgets his numbers. I would... No, I said that on purpose because I don't want to guarantee an update like 22.8, for example, if there isn't going to be a 22.8. That's why I just said the update after 22.7, because that could be whenever. But it just, what I'm trying to say is it won't be here in 22.7. Besides Infinite Flight and other hobbies, do you love to do anything in your spare time? In my spare time, mostly, I honestly enjoy spending my time with Liv, going on days out, and just in general, making the most of that free time.
Frequency change approved KLM264. Good day.
Ryanair 9079. Contact
Are you going to do a giveaway today? Yes, Oliver, we will do a giveaway. We will do a giveaway indeed.
Contact Barcelona Center on 129.0. Contacting Barcelona Center on 129.0. Papa Kilo Delta Golf Quebec Heavy. Bordeaux Center. Janix 111 Heavy.
If you got a missed call from a really weird number, it's just like 222222222. What?
Janix 111 Heavy. Radar contact. Janix 111 Heavy. Maintain Mach .80. Maintain Mach .80. Janix 111 Heavy.
Will we find out a date for the preview, or will it be unexpected? It will be, I won't tell you a date for a preview. We'll just leave it as a surprise, because we like surprises here at Infinite Flight, right? Yeah, we'll just keep it on the low for now. I won't, in case, because things could change. Things could honestly change. That's why we don't like to give set dates here at Infinite Flight or anything. So.
November Alpha Tango Oscar. We're in an active airspace. Please contact Bordeaux Center on 128.0. Delta November Alpha Tango Oscar is 17 nautical miles north of Usselthalamy at 37,000 feet. Flying VFR. Delta November Alpha Tango Oscar. Roger. Proceed on course. Delta November Alpha Tango Oscar. Do not exceed
Surprises
350
equal tons of speculations, drama, and bans on the IFC.
Delta November Alpha Tango Oscar.
Yeah, pretty much. Favorite E175 livery of the ones that have been announced? I would say Alaskan. I don't know, because then you also have the private tulip livery as well, which is really nice. The new livery added to beta today looks nice. Yes, Chris, it does indeed look very nice, actually. I haven't loaded in with it yet, but I've seen like other previews. Yeah, looks good. Then I get 6 left, ILS approach at Mallorca. Okay, cool, Marcel. Thank you very much for the heads up. Dan, I applied for the Infinite Flight Scenery Editor. What are the chances of being picked, and what are the perks of it? The perks of being a scenery editor is that you gain access to every single airport that's a work in progress within Infinite Flight. Obviously, one of the other perks is that you're able to build your own airports, which is really, really nice. It's quite a fun experience. Sometimes it depends on which airport you make. Like, for example, Chicago is quite challenging because of the sheer size of it, but if you pick like small airports every time, it can probably be quite enjoyable to make these airports. And then I think one of the most rewarding parts is that when you make a 3D airport and then you see loads of traffic flying there on Infinite Flight, it's a really nice feeling. Your hard work pays off. But the chances of being picked, I'm not too sure about the process of scenery editing applications. I know that the editors are onboarded in groups, and I'm not too sure which group's currently being onboarded to the scenery editors group. Of course, the onboarding process, from what I know, pretty much goes along the lines of you apply. Let's take group 1, for example. You apply, and let's say you're in group 1. That's great. You're a scenery editor, but then you have to learn the skills and learn what to do. And once every single person from group 1 has got up to speed and they know what they're doing, they can then start the onboarding process for group 2. So yeah, I don't know the general progress of that at the moment. Maybe that's something I can ask another time and let you know in the next stream or something. But oh no! Captain EU said, Dan, I was building a Tenerife South and halfway through I realised I deleted the main pavement. That is so unbelievably irritating. I feel the pain there. That's quite funny, but it's also quite annoying. My number 1 tip with regards to 2D edits and pavements is just freeze that layer so that you don't have to worry about it moving around or shifting around. Is Geneva Airport going to have a rework? Geneva is already 3D in Infinite Flight. Yeah, I forgot to. Yeah, Captain E, you definitely have to freeze the layer next time. "17 minutes of the TOD. We'll do a giveaway in 10 minutes' time. Geneva's being reworked to add the new terminal. Oh, nice, Chris. Are you are you doing the new terminal? Yeah, I started it. We'll work on it after Chicago. Okay, awesome. Yeah, sounds good.
Bordeaux Center, 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel, with you at 36,000. 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel, radar contact.
Wing looks massive, but it's not. It's almost like a bit of camera trickery. Look how thick that wing looks in comparison to the other one.
9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel.
See the Pyrenees. Toulouse should actually be off to our right somewhere soon. I may have missed this, but it's the random white flickering being taken care of. We are aware of this problem, and I can assure you that we'll take care of it at some point. Who knows? I mean, I'm not a developer. I can't really speak too much on their behalf, but they might be doing something with it now. But we'll see. Hopefully it can get fixed in the future. Yeah, of course. It's not ideal. I'll be spawning in to watch you all land. No pressure, said Captain No Gear. You have no pressure at all. Especially with the hand cam, right? This isn't the best plane to do the first hand cam landing in, but it's worth a try. I struggle to land this airplane in the virtual cockpit. It would be nice to land in the HUD view, but I'm sure all of you would like to see it in the virtual cockpit today. Dan, do you need 1K subs to make trailers before streams? Lane's Aviation, I'm not too sure on that one. You might have to do a bit of research on that, because I'm not entirely sure how that works. Yes, we'll roll the giveaway at the top of descent. We'll do the giveaway, as I say, in around 8 minutes from now. Oh yeah, in the meantime, if you haven't noticed, Dan, you should be hitting 2 million XP at the end of this flight. Maybe, yeah, I mean, it'll be close. We might hit 2 million. And if we do hit 2 million on this stream, then we can celebrate. That'd be amazing. But I have a feeling that it's going to sort of be really short of 2 million XP. We'll see. Dan, did you tune into Bordeaux Center? Yes, I did. Is there another center frequency? There is indeed. Tune into a different frequency. Soon, over the Pyrenees. How long does it take to make an airport an infinite flight? Richard, good question. It takes quite a while, if I'm honest with you. It really depends on the size of the airport and I guess the skill set of the editor. It's a lengthy process, and if you have a fast workflow when it comes to building airports, then you could probably get it done relatively quick. I think the quickest I've ever built an airport, and this was one actually surprisingly with 2D scenery, was Moscow Domodedovo. That was a really sort of difficult airport to try and recreate. The imagery that was available wasn't the best. But I'd done Moscow Domodedovo in the span of a month, and that's because it was sort of needed for one of the releases that we were going to do. But yeah, I guess it really depends. It really and truly does depend. It can take anywhere from a couple of days to a couple of months to build an airport. Imagine 1 XP short. Spain, but without the S. Pain, yeah. Lives back. Lives in the chat. Yeah, we should be passing Toulouse actually shortly. Let's have a look around and see if we can see it. I think it's like down there somewhere. Should be over there-ish. There it is. Is that Toulouse? Is that it there? Is that it? It's got to be it. Is that it? I swear there's 2 runways to lose. That might not be it. Starting to get a bit bouncy at flight level 370. Yeah, a little bit turbulent. How's Liv doing today? She's doing good. I don't think she's here anymore, actually. I think she's joined to say hi and then just left the stream. What a great supporter. She's doing good. Yep, that's it. Yeah, I thought so. Can't really see the other runway. Liv's still here. Let's do a Liv Q&A. Because why not? We've got some time to kill. Liv Q&A for the next 5 minutes. Dan, how's the 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗡𝗟𝗏 coming along? Yep, Infinite Captain, it's coming along nicely. Ricky's Aviation, welcome to the stream. I'm doing well, thank you. Had a little operation recovering from that. Yes, indeed. Dream bigger, what's up?
Speedbird 1098 heavy. Do not exceed Mach 0.82.
Medium turbulence at Barcelona, moderate turbulence at Barcelona. We'll soon find out. Hopefully the winds aren't too bad, so I'll arrival into Mallorca. With this aeroplane, it'd be quite difficult to land. Dan, is there any chance the Infinite Flight could upgrade the Airbus A380? I mean, never say never. I personally would really love it. We get asked this a lot, actually. This is my personal opinion. I would love to see the A380 reworked. It's one of my favourite aircrafts. And I would definitely love to see it remastered. But, yeah, who knows? Lol, just found you. Not too hard to miss with a sudden blob of planes and fighters appearing on my map. Yep, there's probably a huge train of planes right now. I'm going to have a look at live flight real quick on my end, just to see what the trail of aircraft look like spanning across Europe. Okay, it's not as big as I thought it would be. There's a lot of aircraft sort of concentrated in one area, which is surprisingly right where we are. And I imagine half of those are escorts. Looking back up to Manchester, though. There's a lot of traffic at Manchester at the minute. There's a lot of traffic. It's good to see. Looks like we have some aircraft on the ground. 3 aircraft on the ground at Mallorca as well. Is the stream buffering? It shouldn't be. I think it's fine. Here, let's do a quiz before we start to do the giveaway. Let me find out some like aviation trivia questions. '35 airplane quiz questions and answers. Oh god, let's see how this goes then. Internet questions. I think... No, we've already done these. Let's... Ultimate Aviation Quiz. Are you smart enough to score 80%? Let's try this website here. The all-in-one test for aircraft lovers, apparently. Okay.
Descendant maintain flight level 370. Air Canada 957.
Air Canada 957.
Why can't I see the answers here to quiz you?
Air Canada 957. Maintain
Hold on a moment, let me check this site.
Maintain flight level 390. Air Canada 957.
I mean, we can't do this if there's no... What? So there's they don't actually give you the answers. That's pretty annoying. Try.
Tangent 107. Contact Barcelona Center
What's
on
this?
129.0.
Does this site let you type? Is there answers? No. Maybe we have to skip out.
Contacting Barcelona Center on 129.0. Tangent 107.
Ultimate aviation quiz. No. Go next page. A Kahoot would be a cool idea. Yeah. A Kahoot would be a pretty nice idea, but it's kind of difficult to do that on stream. Tried that on my own channel in the past. How about IATA codes? Yeah, do you know what? I feel like with our current situation, the fact that I haven't had a chance to really plan these questions, this is kind of cool, actually. Oh, wow. The EAA website has lots of questions. Okay, I'll make sure I'll do some research into questions for the next stream or something, so we have something to, of course, do. Until then, let's go ahead and do some IATA questions then. Let's see. I'll open the handy dandy Fly Radar 24, and seeing as we're heading there, what's the IATA code for Palma de Mallorca? Yes, nice and easy. PMI. Just very quickly, the IATA code is the 3-letter code, not the 4-letter code. The 4-letter code, the ICAO codes, but let's just do IATA codes. Okay, what is the IATA code for Denver International Airport? DGNNNNNAK8. Thank you for the sub. Yes, DEN is the answer to that one. Let's do. I feel like I'm going to just click on a random airport here, one that nobody really knows about. Let's see. Oh, okay, I think I know one. Hold on. What's the IATA code for Rochester Airport? This isn't the one in the States, this is the one in England. It's my local airfield. Yeah, see, this is more difficult. I like this. Great. Okay, Captain EU and Siren have already got it. It's RCS. Romeo Charlie Sierra. Okay, next let's see. What's the IATA code for Lid Ashford Airport?
Descending VLR 1 kilo arrival. Speedbird 1098 heavy. Air France 1 heavy. Contact Barcelona Center on 129.0. Contacting Barcelona Center on 129.0. Air France 1 heavy.
Oh, Chris, you were so close. You were so close. The answer to that one is LYX. LYX. Typos. Yeah. I'm sure it was a typo. Okay, let's have a look.
Requesting descent via tolls to Juliet arrival.
Some of these,
Proceed as requested.
Descending via tolls to Juliet arrival. Air Canada 957.
pretty easy. Let's have a look. Okay. What's the IATA code for Cape Town?
Easy 118. Radar contact.
Yep. CPT. Okay. What's the IATA code for Port Elizabeth Airport? Yes, it's PLZ. Right, okay, that's enough of that. We'll do a giveaway in just a moment here. Let's go ahead and look at... We're almost in Barcelona airspace. So we'll get ready to contact them. Everyone's checking Google pretty fast. Yeah, definitely. Let's have a look then. Runways have changed. That's... Yeah, let me message the controller real quick.
9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel. Contact Barcelona Center on 129.0. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Contact Barcelona Center
Over to Barcelona Center on 129.00. Yeah, look at flight radar 24. That's one way to actually sort of decide which runways to use, as opposed to what they're like in real life. Let's have a look here. Runways in use in real life at Mallorca are on the 2-4s.
Barcelona Center. 9 Kilo Mike Oscar
Let's go in for the
Hotel.
2-4s.
35,700. 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel. Radar contact.
Right, okay, let's have a look here. We need to change our flight plan. Procedures, arrival, north, ATC preferred. They're still... Hold on a moment. Let's just flicker through these. We are coming in from the north. I thought there was a different one which allowed us to come over the mountains, which would have been really nice, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So we'll go with this one here. Actually, it made sense to go with this one.
Requesting descent via Tals to Juliet arrival. 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel. Requesting descent via Tals to Juliet arrival.
Okay. VNAV down to 7,000 feet. I've never been to Palma in infinite flight. It's a pretty nice airport. We'll be landing on the 24s now. You can decide whether you land on 24 left or 24 right. Because there's so many of us heading towards Mallorca at the moment, I would just say, of course, in real life they're using 24 left for arrivals. But just use whatever one suits you most. Unless ATC says otherwise.
Is 17 nautical miles south of St. Leocadia, 32,600 feet. Flying VFR.
Yeah, the giveaway. Let's go ahead and do the giveaway then. So, for the giveaway today, let's do... let me reset that here. To enter the giveaway today, all you have to do is type 757 into the chat.
JetBlue 910 Victor Alpha Heavy. Turn left heading 060. Descend and maintain flight level 270. Air France 1 Heavy. Proceed as requested. Turn left heading 060. Descend and maintain flight level 270. JetBlue 910.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Requesting descent by law.
Lovely. It's good to see this actually working today. 22 entries so far. Again, if you would like a chance of winning a month of Infinite Flight Pro, all you have to do is type 757 into the chat. It's been a while since we've done one of these. Of course, if you are entering the giveaway, please don't click off of the stream, just in case, I mean, you could win. And if you're not here to claim the prize, then that would be a shame. Proceed as requested. Okay. Yeah, please, you just hold tight, because you could win the giveaway. And the prize for today is a month of Infinite Flight Pro. To claim it, we'll just get in touch with you, whether that be via email, on the forum, Discord, whatever's easiest.
JetBlue 910 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Hi, Virtual, thanks for the sub.
70. Descend and maintain flight level 240. Turn right heading 170. Descend and maintain flight level 240. JetBlue 910 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Flying right over Barcelona. Barcelona is just down there. The last place that Liv and I travelled to. Barcelona's a pretty cool place.
Barcelona Center. Golf Delta Victor Whiskey Romeo.
Yes, we're landing on the 24s, Rich.
Barcelona Center. Chanix 111 Heavy. With you at 35,000. Easy 153 Victor Alpha. Continuous fire. Expect the ILS approach runway 24 left at Palma de Mallorca. Golf Delta Victor Whiskey Romeo. Radar contact. Roger. Easy 153 Victor
Let's have a look.
Alpha.
See if we can
Delta Victor Whiskey
have a look at the
Romeo.
ATIS from all the way out here.
Fireball 1 kilo arrival.
Viking 1563 is 22
Yeah, okay, cool.
miles
ATIS has been
northwest of
updated.
70,500 feet. Requesting flight following to Billet. Chanix 311. You're in
I've
the
only
Delta
ever
airspace.
connected through Barcelona.
Please contact
You know,
Barcelona Center on
to my
22
surprise,
miles
Barcelona is it's a really big airport. I didn't really expect it to be as big as it was when we went there a couple months back.
Golf Delta Victor
Wait, a couple of months back. When did we go?
Speedbird 1098 heavy.
It was this month we went to Barcelona. Wow, it feels like forever since we... Damn, it was only a couple weeks ago. Anyway, back onto the topic. The airport is pretty big. It's a pretty big airport. It's quite a nice airport as well. So, haven't been to Barcelona. Definitely go check it out.
Golf Delta Victor Whiskey Romeo.
Chanix 111 Heavy. Requesting descent via Tals 2 Juliet arrival. Speedbird 658 Super. Do not exceed Mach 0.78. Chanix
Dan, how was Oshkosh? Yeah, Oshkosh was amazing. We all enjoyed it very, very much. It was an absolute blast. It was lovely to hang out with the team and chat to familiar faces and meet some of you guys in real life as well. It was really, really good.
Proceed on course. Viking 1563. Do not exceed Mach 0.78. Speedbird 1098 Heavy. Papa Kilo Delta Golf Quebec Heavy. Descend and maintain 4,000. Descend and maintain 4,000. Papa Kilo Delta Golf Quebec Heavy.
25,000 feet. Okay, Last few minutes to enter the giveaway then. If you'd like a chance at winning 1 month of Infinite Flight Pro, all you have to do is type 757 into the chat. I'll roll it within the next minute. Did you see the news? Korean 777 and Iceland. Yeah, I saw that the wingtip of the 777 went through the tail.
Papa Kilo Delta Golf Quebec Heavy. Turn left heading 100. Turn left heading 100. Papa Kilo Delta Golf Quebec Heavy.
Iceland Air 76 or 757, one of the two.
Descend and maintain flight level 240.
Yeah, I think it was a 757.
Maintain flight level 240.
Okay, right, let's go ahead and roll this giveaway then. The winner of this stream's giveaway for 1 month of Infinite Flight Pro is 3, 2, 1, MF. Congratulations, MF, on winning 1 month of Infinite Flight Pro. I have a feeling you've won it in the past. I'm not sure why. But anyway, congratulations on winning a month of Infinite Flight Pro. If you have a community forum account, could you leave your forum name in the chat for me, please, that we can get in touch after the stream and give you your prize? That'd be amazing. You can actually see Mallorca just on the horizon now. We're almost there, everyone. Been live now for 2 hours and 4 minutes. Longer than usual. We're getting there. Yeah, this is my second time. Hey, there we go. Another month of pro for you.
Maintain 13,000.
Turn left heading 130. Maintain 13,000. Tomchik 107.
Tomchik 107. Expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 24 left at Palma de Mallorca.
I've actually got a cool idea for a giveaway.
Foxtrot Romeo India Echo Sierra. Proceed as requested. Descending via Lore 1 Papa arrival. Foxtrot Romeo India Echo Sierra.
Tomchik 107.
Papa Kilo Delta Golf Quebec Heavy. Turn right heading 150. Turn right heading 150. Papa Kilo Delta Golf Quebec Heavy.
Is that your forum name?
Delta Golf Quebec Heavy. Turn right heading 210.
MF.
Descend and maintain 4,000.
I'll tell you the other giveaway idea in just a second.
Established on the localizer. Cleared ILS
I should just
runway
check the stream on
24
YouTube on my end, just
Turn right heading
see if it's all
210.
good.
Descend and maintain 4,000. Maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 24
Okay, yeah,
left.
it's fine.
Papa Kilo Delta Golf Quebec Heavy. JetBlue 910
Yeah, that's my forum name. Okay,
Victor
awesome,
Alpha.
MF.
Descend and maintain
After the stream
17,000.
ends, I'll take a quick break and then I'll get in touch with you to give you your prize.
JetBlue 910 Victor Alpha.
Okay, we're going to do another giveaway. But this time I'm not going to tell you what the keyword is. The only clue I will give you as to what the keyword is, it will be a commercial aviation aircraft. Okay? So let me just cancel this here. I'm going to type a random airplane. That could be A220, 757, 777. So you get the gist. It's going to be something like that, right? And of course, if you type it correctly, you'll be entered into the giveaway. If you don't, then you won't be entered. This is going to be like a blind giveaway, you could say. So let's see here. I'm going to think of a random aircraft type. There we go. I've now entered the aircraft type. Now you pretty much have to think of every single aircraft type that you know and type them individually in the chat for a chance to win a month of Infinite Flight Pro. It's a lucky dip, basically. It's a lucky dip. We have 14. We have 14 eligible users so far. 19 correct guesses. 23 correct guesses. Okay.
Air France 1 Heavy. Do not exceed 280 knots.
25 now. This is interesting.
Do not exceed 280 knots. Air France 1 Heavy.
Let's just have a look here. First approach,
9
Palmas of
Kilo
Mallorca,
Mike Oscar Hotel. Turn right
24
heading
right
160.
ILS. Okay, I'll give it one more minute. We have continuous flight, expect the ILS approach 24 right at Palma de Mallorca. Okay, cool. A couple more minutes then, and then we'll go ahead and roll this giveaway, and I'll tell you what the correct aircraft was.
Turn right heading 160. Descend and maintain 7,000. Turn right heading 160.
Last chance.
9 Kilo
It's a
Mike
lucky
Oscar
dip.
Hotel.
27 entries so far. It's your last few seconds to type the aircraft you think is the keyword.
Papa Kilo Delta Golf Quebec Heavy. Request
5,
frequency change.
4, 3, 2, 1. The winner is... I would love to be able to pronounce your name. I'm very sorry. I think I'm just going to say 𝗠𝗘𝗠𝗕𝗥𝗦𝗛. 𝗠𝗘𝗠𝗕𝗥𝗦𝗛. I'm going to call you Noah. Congratulations on winning a month of Infinite Flight Pro. If you are here, please leave your forum name in the chat. The keyword was 787. It's like the chat's just frozen. Okay, there we go. Yep, the keyword was 787, so it wasn't actually that difficult. I could see some like CRJs in the chat and stuff, but it was as easy as a 787. But hey, there we go. Noah, could you please leave us your forum name in the chat so that we can get in touch with you if you have a forum account? If you don't, then your Discord name with the hashtag and numbers would also be helpful.
Turn right heading 240. JetBlue 910 Victor Alpha Heavy. 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel. Turn right heading 200. Descend and maintain 14,000. JetBlue 910 Victor Alpha Heavy. Continuous fire. Continuous fire. JetBlue 910 Victor Alpha Heavy. Air France 1 Heavy. Do not exceed 250 knots. Do not exceed 250 knots. Air France 1 Heavy. Turn right heading 200. Descend
Just
and
waiting on
maintain 14,000.
Noah here
9
to
Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel.
send over his forum name.
Radar contact.
Should I say their forum name?
910 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Do one more?
Reduce
No.
speed to 260 knots.
Okay, right, your forum name is...
JetBlue 910 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Got it. Okay, keep your eyes peeled. I'll go ahead and contact you after this stream finishes, just like MF. Congratulations again on 1 month of Infinite Flight Pro. It's all yours. Let's start slowing down here. We're going to level off at 10,000 anyway, but it still might bleep at us. So if we slow down to 250,
Adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead. Speed at 6580.
we'll save the other giveaway ideas for future streams.
Continuous fire. Expect the ILS approach runway 24 right at Palma de Mallorca. Do not exceed 280 knots.
I feel like
9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel.
speed warning is going to scream at us now. We'll see. Actually, maybe not. I feel like we've made it. We've made it. I think we're fine. At some point soon, we'll go ahead and put the hand cam back on the stream. I'll get that ready here. Right, so ready to go?
Transavia 1607. Contact Bordeaux Center on 128.0. JetBlue 910
You should do a few more because Nightbot didn't work the last few weeks. So we'll save it for the next few streams.
Center on
Okay, then I've got to go. It's getting late here. Infinite Flight 001, take care. Thank you very much for joining. Infinite Captain, what's up? Aviation Nation is the controller at Mallorca. Awesome. Thank you very much for the service. Why is there only 5 people watching the stream? Refresh your stream. There's certainly not 5 people. Maybe it's glitched out on your end. Another giveaway. We'll do another giveaway in the next stream. So just tune back in for that one. Cruising at 10,000. Let's go ahead and turn our landing lights on so that we don't forget when we get closer. Gusting 107 knots in real life at the moment, Chris. That's insane. Will we get a stream tomorrow? No, there won't be a stream tomorrow, unfortunately. Yeah, due to the storms in Florida. Chris, it's kind of crazy over there at the moment. It's quite unfortunate to see. I actually spawned in yesterday on Infinite Flight to check out the weather at Florida, and it was quite fun. I was flying around the 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗘𝗥𝗦𝗛. Not to flex, but yeah, I was having some fun in the winds with the new aeroplane. When will the next stream be? Next week at some point.
9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel. Turn left heading 110. Corsair 150.
Almost there, everyone.
Radar contact.
Start descending again in 1 mile. Down to 7,000 soon. Is the weather in Infinite Flight based off real life conditions? Yes. We have live weather in Infinite Flight, of course, minus the clouds.
Reduce speed to 240 knots. 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel. Speedbird 1098 heavy. Requesting ILS approach runway 24 left at 𝗠𝗘𝗠𝗥𝗦𝗛, Mallorca.
Almost there then, everyone. We've been airborne now for 1 hour and 53 minutes. It's actually gone relatively quicker than I thought it would. Once we're on the ground, we'll land, park up, shut the airplane down, hop into the replay mode, watch the landing in the replay, and then say our goodbyes from there.
JetBlue 910 Victor Alpha Heavy. Turn right heading 190. Descend and maintain
Yeah,
10,000.
the 22.7 release is 2022, as quoted by Dan.
Golf Delta Victor Whiskey Romeo. Do not exceed 240 knots. 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel. Turn right heading 160. Turn right heading 190. Descend and maintain
Comfy,
10,000.
ready for the landing.
JetBlue 910 Victor Alpha Heavy. Tomjet 107. Descend and maintain 4,000.
Be careful, it's apparently a little bit windy here.
Turn right heading 160. 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel.
Descend and maintain 4,000. Tomjet 107.
Speedbird 658 Super. Turn left heading 110. Descend and maintain 9,000.
Turn left heading 110. Descend and maintain 9,000. Speedbird 658 Super.
Chanix 111 Heavy. Do not exceed 280 knots. Chanix 111 Heavy. Continuous file.
Yep, it's Monday, folks. Watch it. I don't know. I didn't say anything. I just said the update's coming on. I'll stop. It's easy to get carried away with this button, but...
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Reduce speed to 240 knots.
Reduce speed to 240 knots. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Air Canada 957. Maintain present speed.
Maintain present speed. Air Canada 957.
Slowing down to 240. Almost time, everyone.
JetBlue 910 Victor Alpha Heavy. Turn left heading 150. JetBlue 910 Victor Alpha Heavy. Correction. Stand 5. JetBlue 910 Victor Alpha Heavy. Turn left heading 150.
Oh, Dan, when's the LAX meetup? I don't know. It'd be nice to do another in-person meetup. Maybe at Manchester Airport, maybe at Amsterdam. Who knows? But another in-person meetup similar to the London Heathrow one would be really exciting.
Turn right heading 210, descend and maintain 4000, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer. Clear ILS runway 24 left, Foxtrot 106.
9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel.
Some of the comments make me laugh.
Turn right heading 210.
Pilots Cat, yo, what's up? Welcome.
Mike Oscar Hotel. Felix 3. Expect vectors for the visual approach runway 24 left at Palma de Mallorca. Roger. Felix 3.
As soon as we get over that bit of land, I'll chuck on the hand cam and watch this landing.
Felix 3. Turn left heading 110. Maintain 7000. Turn left heading 110. Maintain 7000. Felix 3.
Dan, land with a joystick. No.
Turn left heading 180.
I don't like flying in for the flight of a joystick.
Steven 658 Suka, requested flight left 600.
9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel. Reduce speed
Captain
to
EU's
240
comment.
knots. 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel. Expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 24 right at Palma de Mallorca.
Steven 658 Suka, requested descent to 6500.
Get something set up whilst we're at it so we can be ahead of the game after we land.
Descend and maintain 8000.
Bring up those channel memberships real quick. YouTube Studio.
658 Suka.
Roger. 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel.
We just hit 114,000 subscribers. That's incredible. Thank you all so much. Here, let me get the memberships.
Speedbird 1098 heavy. Do not exceed 240 knots. Turn right heading 220. JetBlue
Okay,
910
right.
Victor Alpha
Current
Heavy.
level, captains and superfan.
Golf Delta Victor Whiskey Romeo.
Do not exceed 240 knots.
You love the beep sound effect. So do I. It's pretty cool. It'd be nice to put it to use, but we would never swear on these streams, so we would never use profanity here.
Approach runway 24 left at Palma de Mallorca. Do not exceed 240 knots. Channels 111 heavy. Foxtrot Romeo.
Okay, let's watch out then.
Continuous fire. Expect the ILS approach runway 24 right at Palma de Mallorca. Foxtrot Romeo India Echo Sierra. Do not exceed 250 knots. Do not exceed 250 knots. Romeo India Echo Sierra. Channels 311. Maintain 7.
There we go.
Maintain 7000. Channels 311.
There's the hands cam.
658 Suka, requested descent to
Adjust this microphone to where I need it.
9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel. Descend and maintain 5000. 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel. Correction. Stand 5. 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel. Descend and maintain 6000. Descend and maintain 6000. 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel. Golf Delta Victor Whiskey Romeo.
Looks good.
Heading
And there's an aircraft 4 miles ahead, A220. Let's have a look around us real quick.
Expect the ILS approach runway 24 right at Palma de Mallorca.
Let's slow down then. 261. We'll go about
Please follow instructions.
20 knots slow. We'll go at 220 knots.
35 nautical miles southeast of Joseph Terradenis at 50,800 feet. Request denied to approach any runway at Palma
Yeah,
de
the
Mallorca.
frame rate of this
Victor Tango Mike Foxtrot.
the
Continuous
camera here that you're watching through,
Expect the ILS approach runway
the frame rate
24
isn't
Palma de Mallorca.
the best.
Roger.
It has like a ring light built into the face cam, which is nice. Then we can increase the brightness here on the iPad background that you see. Unfortunately, yeah, the frame rate isn't super neat, but which iPad is this? This is the 2018 iPad Pro.
9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel. Reduce speed to 220 knots.
didn't.
220 knots. 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel. Air France 1 Heavy. Descend and maintain 4,000. Maintain
Right, let's tune the ILS then for 24 right.
Cleared ILS runway 24 right.
Runways 24 right, set nav 1.
Maintain 4,000
Cool.
until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 24 right. Air France 1 Heavy. Speedbird 1098 Heavy. Do not exceed 230 knots. Do not exceed 230 knots. Speedbird 1098 Heavy. JetBlue 910 Victor Alpha Heavy. Turn left heading 080. Channix 311. Do not exceed 230 knots. Channix 311. Turn left heading 0.
Continuous filed LNAV should take us towards 24 right. I have a feeling this aircraft in front of us is going for 24 left, so we'll see.
Mike Oscar Hotel. Continuous file.
Turn left heading 060, Channix 311.
Continuous file. 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel. Golf Delta Victor Whiskey Romeo. Continuous file. JetBlue 910 Victor Alpha Heavy. Do not exceed 220 knots. Speedbird 658 Super. Turn left heading 060. Descend and maintain 7,000.
Turn left heading 060, descend and maintain 7,000. Speedbird 658 Super.
Down and clicking him on the map, you can see, you can probably
Descend and
check
maintain
actually
4,000.
where they're going in for. I might be completely wrong, they might be going in for the same runway.
Cleared ILS runway
24 right, yeah. So if we just maintain adequate separation between the A220 in front of us, 4 miles is fine. We're currently flying at the exact same speed. I might just drop back just a pinch here to 200 knots.
Air Canada 957.
Do not exceed 220 knots. JetBlue 910.
Here's the you see my hand here. This is the beep button where you can things up. Kinda cool.
India Echo Sierra. Do not exceed 230 knots. Reduce speed to 220 knots. Speedbird 1098 Heavy. Do not exceed 230 knots. Foxtrot Romeo India Echo
Okay, looks like
Sierra.
we're still going the same
Channix
speed.
111 Heavy.
Maybe 10 knots less than the
Continuous
A220. Descend and maintain 4,000, maintain 4,000 to establish on the localizer. Cleared ILS approach 24 right. Okay, awesome.
Established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 24 right approach.
Rosalind, thank you very much for the sub.
Maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 24 right. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Air France 1 Heavy. Contact Palma de Mallorca Tower on 118.3.
Morse code.
Channix
The day of release with the
111 Heavy.
bleeps. Yeah.
Descend and maintain 6,000. Channix 111 Heavy. Descend and maintain
Okay, here we go. So
6,000.
we need to put the auto brakes to medium.
Speedbird 658 Super. Turn left heading 020. Descend and maintain 6,000. Channix 111 Heavy. Air Canada 957. Contact Palma de Mallorca Tower on 118.3.
Going to enable APPR for now.
Palma de Mallorca Tower on 118.3. Air Canada 957.
Contacting Palma de Mallorca Tower on 118.3. Air France 1 Heavy.
Once you're established on the glide slope as well, it'll start taking us down. We'll disconnect the autopilot at the last minute.
Turn left heading 140. Descend and maintain 8,000.
Did things a bit different
Turn
today.
left heading 140. Descend and maintain 8,000.
Just about to fly over Barcelona. Okay, Chris, you're not too far behind then. That's not too bad. I thought you'd be further than that.
Speedbird 658 Super. Please follow instructions. Speedbird 658 Super. Turn
There we go. We've got 5 miles of spacing between the 220 in front of us. It's more convenient to land on 24 right for where we need to park, so it just makes things easier. Especially when you've been live for 2 hours and 27 minutes. This is going to be like a 2 hour, 35 minute stream or so. Maybe a bit longer, 2 hour 40 stream. You cruise a bit faster to make up the time. Okay, I see. There's the glide slope. We've caught the glide slope.
Turn right heading 150.
Let's slow down.
9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel. Do not exceed 210 knots. Turn right heading 150. JetBlue 910 Victor
Start bringing
Alpha
this
Heavy.
thing
Do not exceed
to a nice
210 knots. 9 Kilo Mike Oscar
speed
Hotel.
here.
Speedbird 1098 Heavy. Do not exceed 210 knots. Do not exceed 210 knots. Speedbird 1098 Heavy. Speedbird 658
Looks like the
Super.
220 in front of us is still
Descend and
really high. Maybe a
6000.
missed approach or something.
Descend and maintain 6000. Speed with 658 Super.
Alpha Victor Delta
Contact
Alpha
Mallorca
November.
Tower on
Contact
118.30.
Mallorca Tower
Send
on
and switch, and then we'll call
118.3.
inbound.
Contacting Palma to Mallorca
Call
Tower
inbound,
118.
landing on the ILS
Alpha
24 right.
Delta Alpha November.
Speedbird 658 Super. Turn left heading 360.
Palma to Mallorca Tower. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Inbound on the ILS runway 24 right.
Number
Alpha
2,
Victor
24 right,
Delta
clear to
Alpha
land.
November. Number 2, runway 24 right, clear to land.
Number 2, clear to land. Runway 24 right. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
That was definitely a missed approach from the A220 in front of us. Captain No Gear, it just comes with practice. I don't usually land this aeroplane in the virtual cockpit here, so this might be an absolutely terrible landing, but we'll see. We'll soon find out.
Runway 24 right. Air France
Let's see. We're currently
runway when able. Contact
9
ground
miles
on
out. When we're about
taxi.
7 miles, we'll drop the gear.
Air Canada
Ted's going crazy.
Wilco, Air
At the wrong
France
time.
1 Heavy, 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel, number 3, runway 24 right, clear to land. Air Canada 957, Roger, make right traffic runway 24 right, number 3, clear to land. Runway 24 right, 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel.
Okay, I think you stopped now.
Air Canada 957, contact Barcelona Center on 129.0.
Contacting Barcelona Center on 129.0. Air Canada
Okay.
957.
There goes the autopilot. I'm going to trim a bit. Let's see if we can land nice and smoothly. Full flaps. Gears coming down in just a moment.
Palma to Mallorca Tower. Golf
Let's watch our speed.
Inbound on the GPS runway 24 right.
9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel. Maintain slowest practical speed. Maintain slowest practical speed. 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel.
135 knots seem to be the sweet spot here.
Number 3, runway 24 right, clear to land.
Number
We're a
3,
tad high.
clear to land. Runway 24 right. Golf Delta Victor Whiskey Romeo.
To get those pappies, one red and one white again. There they are. Slight crosswind sort of feels and looks like. We'll use a bit of left rudder once we touch down. Seems like a good spot there on the center line. Small correction.
Palma to Mallorca Tower. Route is 316. Ready for departure at runway 24 right. Departing straight out.
Palma de Mallorca Tower. Speedbird 1098 heavy. Inbound on the ILS runway 24 left. Rouge is 316. Hold short of runway 24 right.
Holding short runway 24 right. Route is 316.
Let's get back on that center line here. Damn, it's been a while in this flight deck. Tad low.
500. 400.
9 knots of wind.
Speedbird 1098 heavy. Number 1. Runway 24 left. Clear to land.
300. 200.
Number 1. Clear to land. Runway 24 left. Speedbird 1098
100.
heavy.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Ooh.
Palma de Mallorca
Ouch.
Tower. Channix 111 heavy. Inbound on the ILS runway 24 right.
That was a bit of a floater.
turn left and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on final.
Harvard Mallorca Tower, Channel 832, ready for departure at runway 2.
Yeah, it's a difficult plane to land, but we done it.
Channels 832.
Not bad.
Hold short of runway 24 right. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Thank you.
Thank you. Good day. There we go. Okay, so over to ground. Request taxi to parking. Spoilers off. Trim to neutral. Lights. APU on. Taxi to parking. Lovely. Not a bad flight at all.
Palma de Mallorca ground. 𝗠𝗘𝗠𝗡𝗟 heavy. Request taxi to parking.
Taxi this thing to parking. Okay, I can see our parking spot. Easy just in front of us there. Trim can go to neutral.
Ryanair 9037. Ready to taxi to runway 24 right with information echo.
Ryanair 9037, taxi to runway 24 right, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to parking, contact 107.
Taxiing to runway 24
APU's open at the back. It is indeed.
037.
Palma de Mallorca ground. 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel. Request taxi to parking.
Park on the right here.
9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxiing to parking. 9 Kilo Mike Oscar Hotel.
Looking good. Shut down one of the engines whilst you're taxiing to the gate. We'll turn off engine 2. Stand guidance just there. Slowly ease on the brakes.
Air Transat 677 heavy, midway to aircraft deck.
A little bit forwards.
Give way to aircraft. Air Transat 677
Stop. There we go. Parking brake is on. Let's go ahead and shut down the airplane then. Not a bad flight. That actually wasn't too bad. We were airborne for the exact same time that the real-world flight usually is. 2 hours and 10 minutes all the way here to Mallorca today. Let's go ahead and turn off that beacon light then. APU is on. Ground services can connect. That was a brilliant flight. Thank you all very much for tuning in to fly with us on that one. Let me go ahead and set something up real quick here then so we can go ahead and watch that landing in the replay.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 24 right.
And then we'll see if I hit 2 million XP.
Taxi to parking, at your discretion. Air Transat 677.
Because that'd be cool to hit 2 million XP on stream, right?
Pushback approved. Wizz Air 917. Give way to aircraft. Air Transat
Oh, there goes a... Was that a go-around or a takeoff?
Taxiing to parking. Speedbird 1098
Not many flaps. Looks like a takeoff. We don't need catering. Ground power, I guess we could use that. Right, let's see how much XP we got. Will it be 2 million XP? What do you think? Predictions. We'll have a look in 3. Exciting. 2. Please be 2 million. 1. Yes, I'm sure I want to end the flight. Yes, we done it. We hit 2 million XP on stream. We went over by 408. There we go. That's great. Give ourselves a pat on the back for that one. Let's go ahead then and take a look at the replay. Hopefully it shouldn't be too long till we're in the replay mode. I mean, what a good flight to hit 2 million XP on, right? I was hoping it was going to be a good one. That was a good flight. I'm happy with that. It's a shame it wasn't my smoothest landing for 2 million XP, but oh well.
Manchester Airport.
There we go. There's the ATIS for Manchester. You can hear it sort of loading in there.
Wind 020 at 7. Visibility 21. Temperature 15.
Okay, let's watch that landing. It was definitely a bit of a float. It was kind of hard on the touchdown. You see that when I come in, I got the impression that we were coming in quite fast, so I pulled back a bit too hard, which resulted in a bit of a float there. There we go. Not too bad. On the centre line. Flared, a little bit of rudder, drifted it onto the centre line. There we go. Wiggle, wiggle. Looks good. Let's watch it from this view here. Yeah, I'll take that. Not too bad at all. Anyway, with that being said, let's give a shout out to our captains and super fans then. Shout out to 𝗠𝗘𝗠𝗕𝗥𝗦𝗑, 𝗖𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Dark Serpent Gaming, Gonzo, Owen Error Aviation 1, Terrell Martin, Aviator Griff, 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗟𝗏, Butter Zero, Golf Hotel Alpha Zulu Bravo, Simon Weber, and Crazy B. Thank you all for watching another stream. It's been my pleasure to entertain you today. And of course, this event still isn't over. There's still the opportunity to, of course, fly out or maybe even into Manchester if you'd like to. Thank you so much for watching. Keep the dark side down. Take care, everyone. I'll see you in the next stream as always. Goodbye.
Palma de Mallorca.